It's that time again when we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It is Tuesday, the 27th day of January. January 27th already. Wow, this time is waiting on absolutely no one. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and let's do what we do on a morning time as always. Yeah, let's get some guidance on this. It's Tuesday, so Heavenly Father, how great is your majesty throughout the earth. The sun rises and sets because of you. We woke up because of you. We thank you, dear Lord, for your mercy and grace, which sustains us, and your holy presence, which maintains us. We get so caught up in our everyday lives, but Lord, we want to be caught up in you and your plans for us. Forgive us, Father, for our sins and keep us on the path of righteousness. May you give us a boldness to reach lost souls in our families, in our workplaces, and in our neighborhoods. May you continue to bless, heal, and protect us. We love you, Lord, and we look forward to your spending eternity with you. In the precious name of Jesus, amen, 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 and another amen. Tuesday's blessings. May every challenge you face today be met with divine strength and wisdom from above. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. That's Psalms 28 and verse 7. Thank you, Evangelist. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're having a great day, you and the family. All right, I want to say good morning to my people online. Jillian McIntyre is here. Sylvina Charles is there. Mildred Smith, of course. Joanne Brathwaite Batson, Veronica Sandy, Yulin Alexander, Wendy Williams, Destined to Win Overcomer. Right. Good morning. Lawrence Salem, good morning to you, my dearie. Hope you're doing fine. Petlin, good morning. Jennifer Collimo and family, good morning. Kenneth, Solange, Zuri, and Kathian out there in Florida. Good morning, Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan. Monica Miros Williams, good morning to you. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. I want to say good morning and extend my deepest condolences to the Christopher family out there in Birch Grove and the passing of Sagi. I only got to know of that passing yesterday. Sheikha, good morning to you. Yes, Sheikha and family, good morning. Crispin, good morning. Hope you all are doing fine. It is a good day to have a good day. Make a joyful noise. Be positive in all that you do today because life is lifing. Life is real. The challenges of life are real. Yeah. Moya and Dunfermline Pearls, good morning. Conference. The Chaitan family. Chayo, good morning to you and the entire family. Damien and David, good morning. Yeah. The folks on where we call Korea Hill, you know. We all coming down to the Pearls Strip on Saturday, all right? It's going to be a bang. Cheryl and the team in Pearls, good morning. Simon Jack, good morning to you. Miss Margaret, good morning. Hope you're doing fine, you and the family. Nice. The word of the day today, that word today is strategic. Strategic. It is spelled S-T-R-A-T-E-G-I-C. Strategic. And what it means carefully planned. Yeah. Methodical is also a word along that line. Strategic. They made a strategic decision. They took their time and they planned it out well. Yeah, strategic, the word of the day today. The motivational tip of the day comes up next. Want to say good morning again to my friends out there in Japan. Lex and Jonah and Edward from Hasai Exporters. Good morning. Well, it's not morning in Japan, it's evening, but you know, they Wilcia Thomas, good morning to you. From cold Canada, Valdon, good morning to you. Hope all is well. Hope you all are enjoying the snow while we enjoy the sun. Yeah, enjoy your snow, man. Have fun. I want to say good morning to Jean Isaac and family out there. Hope you all are doing fine. Shidel Tonya Edwards, good morning to you. Yoland Swan, where are you? How are you doing this morning, Yoland? Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. That is the motivational tip of the day. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. That should be the modus operandi of mostly all, because we talk too much. As a friend of mine would say, we talk too many. Yeah, let your success make the noise, man. Work in silence. Yeah. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Miss Judy Benoit and family, good morning. Yeah. The folks inside of Wester Hall, good morning to you. Yep. Miss Glenda, good morning. Folks are asking for you, all right? You gotta give us a show, man. Auntie Elsa, how are you doing? I ain't sure if you're ready for this thing. I'm not sure you're ready for that yet, It's a bit early for you. Trev's looking young as well. You want, get old on you. Try that, Auntie Louie, good morning to you. Auntie Bernice, a whole lot of aunties, boy. Annes and Auntie Muriel. Doc and Candy in Canada, good morning to you all. Hope you all are doing fine and that you all are having a great day. Yeah, I hope all is well, and that you get some favor today. It's 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. The AM edition of news comes up at 1:45. That's at 15 minutes on 2. In the headlines today, buzzing, Grenada launches 2023 Agricultural Census Report. Grenadian students earn Dean's List honors at Western Illinois University. In the region, Barbados passport tops Caribbean rankings. Internationally, the White House faces political backlash over response to deadly shooting. And in sports, Grenada's under 17 girls lose 4-3 to Cuba in the CONCACAF qualifier. So these stories and more, they are coming up in just a matter of seconds. Althea Edwards, thanks for joining us. Hazel Miller, Rita Williams, good morning. Welcome. Benji in England, good morning to you. Laurel, you too. Hope you all are doing well. Roman Delis, good morning to you and the family. Saying hello and hi to Brandon and his friends out there in London. Hope you all are doing fine. It's upon me, Lord. Birch Grove, good morning. Teacher Carl Humphrey, how are you and the family doing? Sister Foster Bain, how are you doing? It's upon me, Lord. Saying hello to the Fiery family out there. Mimi and Underpants, how are you doing? All you good, right? Marcy. Pastor Paul Millet and family, good morning. Mr. Paul Millet and family from Paraclet, good morning to you. I am blessed and highly. Mr. Hicklin Nayak, I hope you are holding strong. Yeah, hold strong, bro. Mr. Michael Pay and family. I was yet a sinner. Hey, the Jamaican came back. Rico Andrew, he says, good morning, my colleagues them. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather, they come up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. For my good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
Our Our marketing goals for 2026 are ambitious yet achievable. We aim to drive airlift growth by collaborating with airlines and travel partners to expand seat capacity and routes. Strengthening community and stakeholder engagement is key, as we want to ensure that the benefits of tourism are felt broadly across our islands. Promoting sustainable tourism is a priority, as we encourage practices that preserve Grenada's environment, heritage, and cultural identity. We also want to focus on expanding into new markets while reinforcing our brand's position in existing markets. By increasing engagement and conversion through targeted digital campaigns, enhancing content quality, and building strong relationships with industry partners, we hope to boost brand awareness, improve our reputation, and secure media mentions in our target markets.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
I am Oma Francis. I am the Island Boss. Come out on Saturday to see the Island Boss compete in the Island competition.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glen Elch Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
Guys, have you heard about the island competition that's happening on the Post Air Strip? Yes, and we, the Time City students, will be there. It is hosted by the Grenada Broadcasting Network and their sponsors at 10 a.m. on the Post Air Strip. Don't hear it. Come out in the numbers and be there. Compete with us.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glen Elch Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
This is the morning edition of news here on GBN for today, Tuesday, the 27th day of January 2026. In the headlines, Grenada launches 2023 Agricultural Census Report. Grenadian students earn Dean's List honors at the Western Illinois University. In the region, Barbados passport tops Caribbean rankings. Internationally, White House faces political backlash over response to deadly shooting. And in sports, Grenada's under-17 girls lose 4-3 to Cuba in CONCACAF qualifier. We've got the details to this and more after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Lisa. A part of the Island competition will be taking place Saturday at the Pulse Airstrip. So please come out and support. We need your support. I'll be selling local goods also, like maybe get a breadfruit, your saffron, seasoning peppers, your green plantain or ripe plantain, Taiwan time, a little bit of everything what I sell in the market, not much. So if ever you're looking for them things, like it could be a whole day event. So instead of going back to the market itself, you get it right there at the Island competition. looking forward to you all supporting us.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. I am a Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph saying welcome again to Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. The latest agricultural census report is underscoring agriculture's contributions to the Grenadian economy. According to the findings, 1 in 3 farmers are female and 69% of Grenada's farmers do so part-time, balancing agriculture with other work. The census report also points to higher educational attainment, especially among young farmers, and to increased poultry production. Data collection for this latest agricultural census was launched in 2023 and compiled by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry in collaboration with the Central Statistical Office, the CSO, the World Bank, and the Food and Agriculture Organization. The report supports evidence-based planning, national decision-making, and agricultural policy making. Previous censuses were conducted in 1961, 1975, 1981, 1995, and 2012. 7 Grenadian undergraduate students were named in the Dean's List of Western Illinois University after earning GPAs above 3.6, with several achieving a perfect 4.0. The Grenadian students recognized for the fall of 2025 semester are Alisa Stanislaus, Rashad Francis, Rachel Bowen, Carlin Alexander, Joanna Pope, Summer Callist, and Winard Garroway. WIU Provost Mark Mossman praised the performance, noting that Caribbean students consistently set a high standard for excellence at the institution. And that concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments are straight ahead. region, a new report by the Pan American Health Organization PAHO and UNICEF says that violence remains a serious threat to children and adolescents across Latin America and the Caribbean. According to the findings, more than 53,000 children and adolescents were killed in the region between 2015 and 2022. For girls aged 15 to 17, homicides remain more than doubled, or the rates more than doubled between 2021 and 2022. The report says that exposure to violence often begins at a young age. 6 in 10 children under 14 experience violent discipline at home. 1 in 4 adolescents faces bullying at school, and nearly 1 in 5 women report sexual violence before age 18. The document calls for urgent improvements in prevention, protection, and response systems, with UNICEF and PAHO recommending stricter enforcement of child protection laws, firearms control, support for positive parenting, and improved school safety. In an interesting story for the region, according to the Henley Passport Index 2026, Barbados has the strongest passport in the Caribbean for the 11th consecutive year. Ranked 19th globally, the Barbadian passport grants visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to 162 destinations. The Bahamas follows at 20th globally with access to 150 destinations, while St. Vincent and the Grenadines ranked 22nd with 156 destinations, St. Kitts and Nevis 23rd with 155 destinations, and Antigua and Barbuda rounds out the regional top 5 at 24th globally with 154 destinations. Grenada is ranked 27th globally with access to 147 destinations, just ahead of Trinidad and Tobago at 28th with 146 destinations. St. Lucia and Dominica are both ranked 29th globally, offering access to 145 destinations. Globally, Singapore holds the title of the world's most powerful passport in 2026, while Afghanistan ranks last. Now looking further afield, facing bipartisan backlash, the White House is walking back its initial comments about Alex Pretty, the nurse fatally shot by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents in Minneapolis last week. We have more in this ABC News report.
Even as the country watched video of Pretty's killing, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem quick to accuse him of domestic terrorism. The president labeling him a gunman. Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller calling Pretty an assassin, a comment reposted by Vice President J.D. Vance. But tonight, the conservative editorial board of the Wall Street Journal writing bluntly, the Trump administration's spin on this simply isn't believable. Today, I asked the White House.
Secretary Noem said Alex Pretty committed an act of domestic terrorism. Stephen Miller labeled Pretty a domestic terrorist. Does the president agree with them?
Look, as I've said, I have not heard the president characterize Mr. Pretty in that way. However, I have heard the president say he wants to let the facts in the investigation lead itself.
Tonight, at least 29 Republican members of Congress demanding a full investigation. And conservative Texas Governor Greg Abbott says it's time for the White House to recalibrate their immigration enforcement tactics.
Go about their job in a more structured way to make sure that they are going to be able to remove these people without causing all the kinds of problems and fighting in communities that they are experiencing right now.
And finally, the Israeli Defense Force, the IDF, said in a statement that it had retrieved the body of police officer Ran Javili. Javili is 24 years old, a sergeant first class in the Israeli Police Force Special Forces. He was killed at the Alumim Kibbutz during the October 7th attacks in 2023 before his body was taken to Gaza. We have more of this report from Sky News.
Soldiers gathered to sing a tribute. There was support and sympathy for the family as Gavili's body was brought back wearing the same uniform in which he'd been killed. For the Gavili family, the wait has been longer than for anyone else.
We truly want to thank everyone here, all those who helped and supported and gave us so much strength during these 2 years and 4 months. And here we closed a circle. Rani has returned home, a hero of Israel, truly a hero of Israel.
Israel's Prime Minister had always promised to bring back all the hostages. This for him, a form of vindication.
I promised you, citizens of Israel, we would bring everyone home. We all wore the yellow pin for the hostages. And now that the mission is complete, it's time to remove them, because the sons have returned to their borders, and the daughters too have returned to their borders.
The return of Rangavili means all the hostages are back, so we do enter into the second phase of the Gaza peace plan. But this phase will be more protracted and complicated, divisive and difficult.
And that concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us, the sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Grenada's under-17 girls opened their CONCACAF Women's under-17 qualifying campaign in Nicaragua with a narrow 4-3 loss to Cuba in Group E. The young Spice Girls made a bright start with Alexis Hippolyte scoring just 3 minutes into the match. Despite Cuba taking the lead, Grenada fought hard until the final whistle, with Jasmine Lewis scoring in the 90-plus minute. Grenada currently sits fourth in Group E, which is led by Costa Rica and Cuba. The young Spice Girls will look to rebound when they face British Virgin Islands on Thursday. Grenada is behind you, girls, so give us your best shot. Meanwhile, the under-17 boys national team is preparing for the group stage of the highly anticipated CONCACAF under-17 qualifiers in Guatemala next month. Grenada is drawn into a demanding Group C alongside Haiti, the host nation Guatemala, and Antigua and Barbuda. The young Spice Boys must win their 4-team group to advance in the FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualification pathway. And that's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports during our luncheon newscast and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
It's 2 minutes after 7 o'clock, and for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Jonathan Price at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning to you, and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday the 27th of January 2026, as recorded at the Mars Bishop International Airport. It is currently fair. Winds are coming from the east at 7 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1016 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 25.8 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 76%. Yesterday's maximum was 30.3 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 25.8 degrees Celsius. Only a trace of rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 28.5 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be fair, becoming partly cloudy during the evening with brief isolated showers, mainly overnight. Today's max will be 31 degrees Celsius with winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Hence, a marine advisory remains in effect. High tide will be at 9 a.m. and low tide at 4:30 p.m. Sunset will be at 6:07 and sunrise at 6:32. Just to repeat the public forecast for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be fair, becoming partly cloudy during the evening with brief isolated showers mainly overnight. And once again, a marine advisory remains in effect. From the forecast of Sky News Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Jonathan, and to the rest of your team there at the MBIA's forecasting desk. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Yo, my beautiful people, this is all about Oil Down Fest going down on Saturday, January 31st. And right now, this is a special invite for you. You know you could cook. You know somebody that could cook. You have an auntie that could cook. You have a granny that could cook. You have a brother or sister, anybody you know that could cook. Or you could cook. You can register today. You can register right now. It's Oil Down Fest. I'm telling you, January 31st, you don't want to miss it. You know you're bad on Oil Down, so register and come and win some prizes. I'll see you there. Yeah.
It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Locally, Grenada launches the 2023 Agricultural Census Report. Grenadian students earn Dean's List honors at Western Illinois University. In the region, Barbados passport tops Caribbean rankings. Internationally, the White House faces political backlash over response to deadly shooting. And in sports, Grenada's under-17 girls lose 4-3 to Cuba in the CONCACAF qualifier. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, 27th January 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and safe day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network. To Graphics and the team from Hot 98, we say thanks for sharing your time with us. Have a good day, everybody. Bye for now.
Lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Hey there. Did you know?
The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options, because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bills straight to your email inbox faster and more convenient with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com, where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under additional options and paperless billing, hit sign up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click sign me up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Switch to e-billing and put the power in your hands.
Hi, I'm Roseanne from Team Flow, together with GBN, as we celebrate our nation's 52nd independence with what we love the most, Oil Dung Festival. Flow is more than proud to be a sponsor for the second year, and we encourage each and every one of you to come together and be connected at Pearl's Airstrip January 31st over some good oil dung. Come taste all of the different specialities and be a part of celebrating our nation.
GBN's Oil Dung Fest is proudly sponsored by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
All right, folks, it's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time I'm joining Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. Good morning, Sergeant Paul.
A pleasant morning to you and also to your listeners. And it is that time for the traffic report to let persons know what is happening in the trial and state of Grenada as it relates to traffic and what they should and where they should they can park as it relates to their destination at this particular time. So we definitely let persons know what is happening, and we definitely do that now. So as it relates to the traffic flow, most of the areas are reported are moderately flowing to and through the most of the towns I should start with and all its adjoining roads, and also most of the roads in the inside of the parishes of the trial and state of Grenada, including Carriacou and Bitimatnik at this moment, as we expect as traffic as that time. And as I want persons to know, most of it are around time like these now, which is just a little after 12 past 7. We do not have heavy traffic flowing in most of our areas, with the exception, and I must say, where we have St. Paul's Public, where we already have started seeing that flow of traffic, which is heavier than the regular flowing traffic along that time. And St. Paul's, which have a similar light traffic, are flowing towards the south of the island, heading towards Grandance direction. And that traffic, as I have stated most of the times, go through the Toby Road, which exits onto the Woodlands Public Road. So as it stands, most of the areas moderately flowing traffic, with the exception of St. Paul's and the Calivini Public Road at this particular time. Again, I just want to appeal to drivers to continue to drive safely as we dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours. And there, as follows, the Grenville Police Station reported 2 minor accidents, St. David's 1, and Traffic Headquarters 3 minor accidents, giving us a total of 6 minor accidents altogether for the past 24 hours. What we're seeing here most of the time is that the accident rate fluctuates. Sometimes it goes down to 5, sometimes then back up to the 10 and 11. But more so, we want to implore on drivers again, your obligation, your responsibility, your safety matters. So let us continue to drive safely along the nation's road. In addition to that, we definitely will be having cruise ships in our port today, letting persons know, especially if you are heading towards the city, especially St. George's and most of our tourist hotspot destinations, you will expect to see some traffic movement and also movement of pedestrians, especially visitors in our island. And again, I will also want us to extend that warm Grenadian welcome and hospitality to and most so, let us be courteous. Our road extend road courtesy to even our drivers as we travel along our nation's road. I just want again to appeal to motorists parking along our roadways. I realize that that topic is sparking some interest in the Grenadian in the media and public, where persons are parking along the roadway. And again, we know that is a challenge, especially for persons who are traveling along the roadway. 1 minute of obstruction can cause so much delay or backup in traffic. And more so, persons parking in prohibited or parking in areas that are causing obstruction, likely to cause obstruction and prevent the free movement of vehicles and so forth. Well, I just want to let you know that according to Regulation 26.6, that you are committing an offense such as obstruction, and once that is done and we have proof or we have knowledge of that, we will definitely deal with these things accordingly. And let persons know that if you obstruct the free flow of traffic, you can either be ticketed, clamped, or towed away at your own expense. And so persons, let us please adhere. I know sometimes persons may not have alternative parking measures, but at least try to get out of those busy areas before the heavy movement of traffic starts. And then back to the traffic, and I know I just want to appeal to persons, if you have not left home as yet, please do so to avoid those traffic rush on a morning time, and especially we see persons coming up from the St. Paul's Public Road. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, let us try to at least leave home a little bit earlier. We will definitely start seeing an early volume, but at the end of the day, that traffic would not be the way it is at the moment. But you know what time you get to work, so if it works for you, then so be it. But remember, those who are affected by it, let us either leave home earlier or take the alternative routes that we would normally recommend on a morning time, especially if you're heading to Grandance, you use the Munjaloo Springs area. If you're heading over to the Granitang side, you can use the Mount Renaissance Road and exit on the Tempe area, and you'll head on to your area. Nonetheless, we all have our obligation to get to work safely and on time, so I want to encourage persons to drive safely along the nation's road. That is all we have for our persons this morning as related to traffic, and we're definitely going to ask that question, and as we stated yesterday, maybe start a slogan with that same phrase that we normally would let persons know at a morning time, and I will definitely reiterate that phrase this morning and start the campaign trail. And it goes like, if you are texting, eating, or doing anything while driving,
then who is driving?
Who's actually driving that vehicle?
Who is driving? And if we were not live on TV, we would say differently, who is driving? And maybe we can also embark on a bumper sticker campaign for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's something that the RGPF hierarchy can look into as part of their traffic control mechanisms for coming forward.
Most definitely.
All right. Thank you, Sergeant Paul. It's been most informative as always, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow.
Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day to you, your entire team, and also to our listeners this morning.
All right, folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break, and we come back after this.
It's all about oil long fest, and all the Grenadians love oil long, and I love to cook it. And you know what? I'm the champion from last year oil long fest, and I'm looking for competitors. I'm looking for you guys to come out there and let's cook up the thing and let's have the collards. Look at that, the national dish. We don't want no white oil long. We want oil long with color, juice, and taste. So they come. Let's compete. Let's go on possession on the 31st of January 2026.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
This Valentine, celebrate under the stars at Love Fest, Saturday, February 14th at Quarantine Point Recreational Park from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Featuring all the way from Antigua, Burning Flames. Also live, Sabrina Francis, Rita, and Ultimate Perfections Band, Pan Wizards, and more. Whether you're coming solo, with someone special, or rolling deep. Love Fest is filled with moments to enjoy, like making your own chocolates and candles. Early bird tickets are sold out. General admission starts at $100. Grab a couple special for only $180 while stocks last. Tickets are available at Grenadian Optical, Eventbrite, and GoToFet.com. Upgrade your experience with our bottle service, Sweetheart Table for Two, or a more private Cupid's Cabana. Love Fest is on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, starting 6 p.m. at Quarantine Point.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day,
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
All right, folks, it's 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. And this morning, I want us to engage on a very topical and concerning matter, or issue, if you want to call it that. Independence is here with us, and we are being encouraged time and time again to eat what we grow what we eat, reduce on our import bill, and especially in this dispensation with tariffs here, there, and everywhere. there. Now, there are some pertinent questions. All right. What can farmers do to make food more affordable? Because that's a constant question that faces us. Why are we paying so much for locally produced products? All right. Sometimes we have the argument where things that are imported are even cheaper than what we produce locally. So here are some questions that I want us to answer this morning, and I really beg you to indulge in this conversation meaningfully. All right? What can farmers do to make food more available or affordable? And what role should government play, including price control and support? In and between, you can tell me now what food item shocked you most with the price this month, and where did you buy it? You know the digits, 435-2041, and let's get into that conversation. It's a very meaningful conversation. What can be done to make locally produced goods or products more affordable? And what role can government play in ensuring that the prices of the goods are not so high that the average human being cannot buy? Give me a call, 435-2041. This is Independence. We're trying to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. So I'd like you to get in on that conversation. And while at that, I also want to remind you to be a part of our Oil Dung Fest competition on Saturday at the Pearl's Strip. That's where you would see real local, because I think that an entire local pot of oil dung, maybe only the flour should be foreign, and if we get creative, we can even have the corn flour being used. So let's have that conversation. Let me hear from you. What can we do as a people to make the cost of locally produced goods more affordable, and where can government chip in? I mean, you hear people talk all the time that sometimes carrots, for example, that are imported are cheaper than the carrots that are produced locally. Why? What can be done to create that sense of equilibrium? All right, a sense of balance that, is it that the cost of production is too high, or is it a case where farmers are so just, maybe not knowing what is the price or how to price the commodities? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning. What is the topic that what do I have to speak about? What are you asking? Are you asking? I didn't hear it.
What is what can be done to make the cost of locally produced goods and products more affordable, and what can government do to assist in keeping the prices low?
That is a hard one, because the thing about it in this world today, you know what they say, in a sense, capitalism gone mad. Everybody wants to make a profit on their business. So it's kind of difficult for people to really cut back on in terms of the profit margin, because when you look at the overall situation in the world today, we have imported inflation, right? So it is very difficult, because you look at the profit lines, the profit margin on commodities general for business. So you look at that. So no business person want the profit margin to be cut, because it will affect their business, because that's the world today. Everybody business that keeps it going. Profitability, that is how our business is organized. But yes, probably if government could do something in terms of reducing taxes on the port, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about goods that products that are produced here, locally produced.
What you see again is locally produced, but again, even though it's locally produced, whether it's agriculture or whether it's other thing, the bottom line is that some of these things are still imported. Like for instance, the fertilizers, and even though you have to have make bottles, do bottles for these little how you call it, Tambran balls and those sort of a thing.
Confectionaries.
Right, all these things, plastic. All these things. So external factors still influence the internal factors. So that is why I'm saying probably if government could reduce those things, those items that come in the importation duty on it, maybe it might make it a little easier for overall.
Okay.
But just don't forget the constituency of South St. George, the activities to support and Claudette Oildong, most honorable Claudette Oildong, and I must talk about 435-8969 and most honorable Andy Williams. Please support those activities for the independence coming up this weekend, right?
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Thank you very much, caller. Let's accommodate this call via our WhatsApp platform. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am alive and so very thankful. How about you?
I am doing very well in the garden.
Okay, so you heard the conversation. I'm glad that you're calling from the garden. Tell me why are the locally produced products so expensive? I'm hearing the wind in the garden.
Right, okay.
That sound like an Argyle wind.
Sometimes we think that the farmers produce, they are selling it expensive. Let me give you a example. I was speaking to a friend of mine. He said, I plant 125 trays of cabbage, and each tray consists of from 150 to 120. He said he made nothing out of it.
Why?
Because of the conditions he had to plant it under. He spoke about watermelon. We plant over 100 and not 1,000, but 1,500 whole of watermelon. And he get melon probably 1 pound, 2 pounds. Okay, I am telling you about me now. I'm a little fella that just making the garden. I plant more than 500 whole of lettuce, and lettuce, cabbage. And I make $500 in it. You sell it for the supermarket, probably at $4, $3 a pound. When the consumers go and buy it in the supermarket, they probably have to pay $8 or $9. Basically, when you speak to people, normally they tell you that when they sell it to the supermarket, they double the price.
Okay. So you think the problem is between
speaking on behalf of the farmers? No, it's not the farmers that create that environment. Yeah, because the man said I don't sell my watermelon from the field for $2 a pound.
So the gap is between the gap is between you, the farmer, and the purchaser. That company that purchases it to sell to customers. That's where the problem lies?
Look, you have to look at the vendors. A guy tell me he went to Carolina to sell a bag of pear. And when he reached the boat, left the car already. He still don't know what to do. A lady came and she wanted to buy it from him. She buy it for him for $2. He said when he leave the Carolina and go back into the market, the same place must sell for $5 for one.
Ah.
I can tell you, and what I say is facts.
Okay.
Sometimes we blame the farmers.
So are you suggesting that the government should have what you call price control on these commodities?
Well, I don't know what they're going to do with the vendors. You know, look at corn, for example. Sometimes you go to the field and you buy a corn for $1, $50 or $2. When you go in Grenada, how much you paying a corn for?
Right.
$7, $8.
Okay.
We cannot blame the farmers so much. Let me tell you why we just work hard, you know. Fertilizer, pesticides, insecticides, and don't mention the labor.
Wow.
You mentioned the labor.
Okay. I get your drift. I get your drift.
I mean, it's a really good thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not the farmers get it.
Okay.
The
Thank you.
vendors are the ones that create the problem.
Thank you very much.
Take care, my brother. Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too. Have a good one. 27 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Yes, I'm still there alive because you don't look out for the elderly who take looking for you, but you look out for all those who don't look out for you. But I will tell you this morning, even now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brothers, come, my sisters, let us build a nation together. That's what you want, discipline and tolerance.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. All right. Let's get back to the telephone line and say good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning, Innocent.
Hey, welcome to the program.
Morning to your listeners and viewers. I thought I must call because I think this issue is a very complicated issue. The fact is that we've been encouraged over the years to rely on external input for agriculture, to also input for the finished product for food. And in fact, let me say this. After invasion, a delegation from the U.S. Department of Commerce and Agriculture came to Grenada and told the folks in the Ministry of Agriculture, abandon this because you cannot compete with us. It's cheaper to import stuff. And there are some people in the government system at the time, I'm not saying government, particular people who was in support of that. The fact is that the folks abroad could produce things at a more larger quantity for cheaper than us. But the other thing about it is that we are importing illness. People might see a big carrot in comparison to the ones we have here. But it's bloated with water. You have to consider also the condition in which it was grown. All of these things, we need a major conversation to have. How can we gain some level of food sovereignty over the food we eat and we produce? Okay. We have little sovereignty over this at the moment, and that requires a big conversation. It's easy to blame the farmers, the vendors, but we're in a system that have us captive. We need to escape that thing. I mean, we can't do it all together quickly, but we need to begin to emancipate ourselves from that bondage.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Let's go back to our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
I'm amazed that the media is not doing the research to find out basic information. And is trying to blame a farmer for the prices of produce.
No, we're not blaming. We're not blaming. We're trying to identify the problem.
Well, the problem is right in people's face. They should know it. They should see it every day. A farmer sells a coconut water for $1.50, but it's sold for $5 or more. Okay. You have items that are imported as inputs. People can purchase it for themselves overseas cheaper, get it into Grenada, but you have large companies that selling it to you at exorbitant prices. The problem we have is that there are few people, be they merchants, be they vendors, who all want to get rich quick, very fast. They don't care about anything else. So we need to look at the markup. Why is it that so many products has to be marked up by 100%?
Okay, so are you suggesting? Would you make that suggestion or recommendation that there be a sort of price control involved from a government's interjection standpoint?
Well, there should be incentives on price control for sure. The U.S. government subsidizes the farmers, and we import their products carte blanche, and we think we're getting good products. There is a really, really easy and simple solution. Because of the size of Grenada, we need to give preference to organic products.
Right.
Organic should benefit our people and our health system. But for some reason, the powers that be, the politician, nobody has the balls to take that decision.
Okay.
But if we go organic, our farmers will be able to produce. We don't have to produce 1 million pounds of carrots in one day, you know. We have a certain size of population. So that is the direction to go.
I get your drift. Thank you
I think it is time to stop blaming the farmers for the cost of.
No, we're not blaming. We're not blaming. We're just trying to get the feedback from you all right?
That is my view.
Okay.
I don't think farmers should be blamed for the cost of produce in supermarkets and shops and from vendors.
Okay.
There is one other thing. One other thing.
Okay.
One other thing.
Thank you very much.
I think it is one other thing, sir, before I finish.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Aspect in terms of our food. We get fish in Grenada. We need to encourage people from a nutritional standpoint. It is far more beneficial to eat fish than to eat chicken, which is imported, which might be in a freezer for 6 months. Okay. And on that scope, we need to identify the people who are irresponsible and incompetent from 2017 to the year 2025, December, who caused fishermen at this stage almost 27 days they cannot export fish to the U.S.
Okay.
We have no idea who are the people that were communicated to, whether they be in the Ministry of Trade, whether they be ex-politicians who are ministers of agriculture or present ministers of agriculture, or people within the ministry which is responsible for fisheries. We need to know the people who received the communication, whether it be telephone calls or emails, or even the people that were contacted by the U.S. Embassy. We need to identify those people who failed a vast majority of the Grenadian public.
Okay.
Even our foreign exchange has been affected. But for some reason or the other, those people are not identified. If we have a problem, we have to identify the problem to find the solution.
Okay.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. Let's go back to our telephone line before we head to a commercial break. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
All right, good morning. Thank you. My suggestion will be if government could find some way of subsidizing, yes. And you have special registered farmers discount on fuel and so forth. And the other thing that you could do is the farmers need to organize a system whereby they could cut back on the middleman so that they could sell to the consumer themselves in whatever way necessary and possible and so forth. And try and much to avoid transport costs, because that is a big part of it too. And the other thing is once you involve in growing produces and so forth, the cows, the goat, the sheep, the animals, the fowls, everything else has to be incorporated, because that is kind of in order to fertilize the crops and so forth, you need those kind of manure. So you have to look at it from both sides.
Okay.
And then the water that is to be given to those plants supposed to be not pipe water, rainwater, river water. Try as much as possible to conserve and preserve those, because the plants thrive better on those.
Okay. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, it's 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock. My good friend says, good morning. Farmers have to come together and sell their products for themselves, which is the way to go. We need to be seeing more farmers cooperative and so forth. And as they say, cut out the middleman. Not necessarily cut, because there are folks who will definitely go to the supermarkets as well. But we need to see more cooperation in farming. All right. I've been saying that for eons, that there need to be strategic data showing this consumption pattern. Therefore, we can determine a production pattern. All right, it shouldn't be a case where someone sees Denson Farm and he plant a crop of watermelon and he did well, so everybody thinks let's plant watermelon. No, that's not the approach. We need to maintain a supply and demand ratio, so we know what we're planting. There shouldn't be a case where at some point you sell tomatoes at $5 a pound, and then at some point, because of a glut on the market, you get it 3 for $10. You understand what I'm saying? No, that's not the approach. In any case, folks, we need to take a commercial break. We'll be back with the conversation after these messages.
For 35 years, one name has stood with us. Through the storms and sunshine, we've been by your side. Whether you're on the road, at sea, on site, or at home, with Grenadian General Insurance, confidence comes standard. It's never been a better time to renew and update for added benefits. Join us in celebrating 35 years of safeguarding what matters most. Grenadian General Insurance, 35 years strong. Visit Grenadian General Insurance on Scott Street, St. George's. Call us at 440-2434 or visit grenadiangeneral.gd to get the coverage you need.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Guys, have you heard about the oil competition that's happening on the Post Airstrip? Yes, and we, the Time City students, will be there. It is hosted by the Grenada Broadcasting Network and their sponsors at 10 a.m. on the Post Airstrip. Don't hear it. Come out in the numbers and be there. Compete with us.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
My name is Liselle Walcott. I am a staff nurse at the General Hospital for the past 16 years. At the Infection Control Department, we do surveillance for communicable diseases or hospital-acquired infections. We do outbreak investigations. So any issues we have, we would investigate it, find out the cause, and we would do recommendations and interventions to all relevant departments. Thus far, with Mount Sinai, we are looking at ways of improving hand hygiene. Hand hygiene has been proven to be one of the most important practices you could do to break the chain of infection. Working along with Mount Sinai, I foresee that it would be a very good thing for us. They are looking into the products that we use, the practices that we do. Going forward, we'll be able to achieve a very high level of compliance and safety across the board for everyone.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 13 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Just turned 12 minutes. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am alive and so thankful. How about you?
Well, not of the best, but I want to make a couple of comments. One, I think you actually introduced a very important topic this morning, and I want to suggest that since this is so important, I can't recollect any time I've heard a group of farmers on your program in the morning, just like you have all other people, important people, of course. But I can't recollect the time I've heard a group of farmers on your program discussing such an important issue.
Let me make a promise to you. Let me make a promise to you. Before you make the suggestion, I will have a group of farmers with me early next week.
Thank you. That's one step in the right direction. As a matter of fact, I was just listening to GBL, and I heard you still playing Christmas advertisements. So maybe the farmers will have something better to do for GBL than playing Christmas advertisements on the 27th of January.
Well, that's what the advertisers sent. So we've got to who played the piper called the tune, right?
We having Christmas in January. That's good. But on a more serious note, I think with we have independence coming up, and one of the highlights, I would say, of the independence event is the military, or what I call the parade in this stadium. And I want to suggest that maybe more emphasis should be placed on the expo that they usually have, where various manufacturers, farmers, etc., display their products. I think that should be maybe one of the main focus of our independence celebrations. And hopefully going forward, we'll see more attention being given to that. So those are two quick points I wanted to make with respect to, so I could talk, just one last thing. People talk about carrots. What type of soil do we have in Grenada, right? St. Vincent has what you call sandy. It's very easy. You can take a hillside in St. Vincent and you can basically, plow it and plant. And it's the carrots that actually has to penetrate, or the potatoes, they have to penetrate the earth. And if you come up with a rock, then you get what you saw in GBN recently, a potato looking like a human being or something like that, because it meets all kinds of, obstacles in terms of time. When you take that carrot or you take that potato to a hotel or somebody, a restaurant, and offer it to them, they want something smooth that they can easily process for their clients. So the type of soil, where we plant, so forth, so on, there's a lot of things that goes into that, and maybe the farmers could address some of these issues when you have the interview with them.
Okay, we'll do. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much. Folks, it's 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. How are you going?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
I'm trying to be good like you. So my contribution this morning will take in another twist at agriculture. It is not just, in my opinion, the program that needs changing alone. The culture of dishonesty needs to be taken into consideration. Because how could you tell me that sometimes when you go and buy fish and you ask for 2 pounds of fish, but when you take it and put it on a good scale, it's 1.5 pounds or 1.75 pounds. And sometimes you look at some of the farmers, not the farmers, but the vendors selling something, they know that the product has spoiled, but yet they're selling it at an exorbitant price. So we don't have to only connect the high price alone, but the dishonest attitude by our producers that help doing the thing. A fella was complaining that one of the best supermarket in South Grenada, they want to buy his lettuce at $2, and when he go, he's seeing the same lettuce for about $9 down there.
Okay.
And they're making such a big profit on him.
Right.
Some farmers just plant 2 rows of cabbage, and they believe that they like if they win a lotto, they go down the road and they're selling it out how much $6 and $7 for a little cabbage.
Yeah.
So it have to be a comprehensive look at it, and I want to draw reference to one way that we could mitigate between what's happening now in a good way and another way is that we must have a buy local competition by the Ministry of Culture every year. Change agriculture into a different scenario, and I cannot explain that now, but I had a five-strong way of getting agriculture to a different level, and one of them is agriculture and culture, agriculture and education, agriculture and foreign trade, agriculture and tourism. And let me just draw a reference. In Trinidad and Tobago last year or year before, I was there, and I passed, and I recognized that Christmas hasn't reached yet, and ginger was 50 TT a pound, and they say by going by Christmas it will be about 65, and the fellow on the air calling and he was telling them how to plant ginger, it could be 65 and 70. Where is the CARICOM rules and regulation that we have to plan for export? My mother was a trafficker in those days. You had plenty people trafficking a lot of things from Grenada to Trinidad and Tobago. The past governments of the Caribbean have put CARICOM in such a way that our people could be benefit from agriculture. We have wasted land. Nobody talk or think about marketing our produce to different Caribbean countries. We only sit down there, and then when Christmas time come, we go and we plant something and we say we're making money with that. We have to, the agricultural people have to sit down and start thinking ways of developing themselves. But let me make this, I could get into it more, but let me make this last point. The caller that made a point about carrots, he was right. A lot of the carrots that coming from away is not in the best interest of Grenada. The American companies, the American government at that time disqualify some people from producing carrots where they say chemicals could be made and put into it, and it accepted. These people went to India, and there they are applying their trade from India, planting this type of big carrots, and it could enter the Caribbean, and we believe that we get good carrots. So okay. I believe that a buy local competition is necessary. I believe that there are times when you have to cap the price on certain things, and I remember the Prime Minister of Jamaica said in one of his speeches just before the flood, and he told the nation when that last hurricane was coming, I heard this speech that the Ministry of Agriculture will look out for price gouging. That means we have a lot of people that causes bad effects of agriculture on our people because they bring up the price unnecessary. Okay. So a group of farmers could come together, form an organization, advertise their product at a reasonable price. All their products will be sold.
Yeah, I agree with you.
A group of fishermen could come together and say, we selling our fish, and they give a number, 2 pounds for $15, all your fishes will be sold. It just means coming together and support a buy local competition, Calypso competition, and buy local and things like that, and Grenada could turn around.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Okay, we cannot accommodate this one, unfortunately. You know by now that you need to turn your volume down when you're calling. Let's go back to the telephone line. Saying good morning to you, Selma, all the way in Canada. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Thank you very much, and pleasant good morning.
Good morning.
I love the conversation this morning. I for all the years of my life. Well, I lost my leg in a coal pit burning coals. The truth is, I enjoy most of the callers that speak this morning on the matter. But you know what bothers me right now? Even though 6 years on now that I lost my leg, and you know, I got a vision how to operate as a farmer. I strap a seat cushion on my bottom, and I go down in my lands, wherever they are, uphill, downhill. You know, a lot of people call me Courage, Miracle Man, or whatnot, etc., when they see me operating. You know, over the past 3-4 years, I planted so much, like banana, plantain, mango, soursop, you know, nutmegs and whatnot, etc. And there are a few farmers who take the fullest of advantage to put the animals, goat, cow, and whatnot, etc., and destroy my land. You know, presently, after Beryl Pass, I can't even go to my lands now because the vehicle that I have, the roads that I should be using to drive to go there, is not possible. I mean, I am planting still, and here is what's happening. A lady last week passed and saw me in my garden. She saw pawpaw in my lands. And you know, the goodly lady was good enough to ask me, to beg me for a pawpaw, rather than telling me, well, sell me a pawpaw. I mean, you're looking at a 1-foot man flat on the ground and walking his lands. And you come in, you driving your Porsche car, stopping and begging this 1-foot man to give you a pawpaw. I mean, craziness in this country. You know, I support all the callers, but I say protest, farmers, fisher folks, and I am an ex-detainee, and protest action is what Grenada needs right now. 1974, in St. George's, the 24th of January, a back was broad enough to accept the lashes of the chon-chon. And after that, the 79 revolution jailed me and was more blows. And today, I'm suffering. I suffer blackout sometimes, headache sometimes, whatnot, etc.
All right, caller, you've gone a little off track with the conversation now, but thank you for your contribution anyways. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
I do empathize with your last caller there. That person who is differently challenged, you know, differently able. I do empathize with him and what he's going through. But Innocent, part of the problem here in Grenada in terms of local produce is greed.
You mean the cost of it? The cost of it?
Yes, the cost is greed. It's a capital G. A lot of farmers are greedy, Innocent. And so, for example, prior to COVID, there was an increase in the price of poultry feed, right? And Innocent, up to today, the price is the same as it has been from then. There's no justification, absolutely no justification why a tray of eggs should be sold for $30 and $35. And then people complain that they can't get sale for their produce, right? The produce is too expensive. The person selling a tray of eggs for $25, they still make a profit. So I don't see why you would want to sell a tray for $35, $35. I mean, and like I said, there's been no increase in the price of inputs, in the price of trays or in the price of feed. So it's a matter of greed. And unless we come to grips with that, the prices will continue to increase.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. And folks, with that, we come to the end of that conversation this morning. As I stated earlier, I do endeavor to have a group of farmers, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 farmers at some point in time during the course of next week. So we look forward to that engagement to hear the farmers' perspective on this conversation, because I think it's timely and very important. So those of you who called and participated, thank you very much for your contribution to the program this morning. Nonetheless, we've got to pull the curtains down on the conversation at this time. Thank you very much.